Once again, Asus brings its A-game to CES. There are the usual refreshes, but scattered among them are some particularly notable new updates.
Acer added a laptop with a Spatial Labs glasses-free 3D screen several years ago for its Concept D mobile workstation line, and now Asus is catching up with its own 3D panel.
Asus says OLED's high contrast and fast pixel response time promises less crosstalk and ghosting. In other words, you get visibly crisper 3D rendering when compared to the IPS panels used by Acer. It's designed to work with all common 3D formats. The panel itself is the 3.2K 120Hz model Asus has been using for some of its current model notebooks. But the 3D is done by bonding a micro-lens layer to it. That's a lens for each pixel in the panel. And then they combine it with eye tracking so it knows how to orient the object. In the early model we got a chance to see the eye tracking didn't work quite as smoothly as it needs to. It was taking too long to lock. But Asus doesn't expect to release it until at least the second quarter of 2023. They're also working on the ability to track multiple viewers. The display will be available on the company's ProArt StudioBook mobile workstation, but you'll also be able to add it as an option for the consumer creator-focused VivoBook Pro. It'll cost you an extra $500. The ZenBook 14X is getting a slightly bigger screen, and the single-screen ZenBook Pro 14 will gain a 14.5-inch 120Hz 1440p OLED display, because, smaller bezels. ZenBook will also debut Asus's new coding process, which uses plasma ceramization. The company says it's more expensive, but better for the environment. On the inside, its big brother, the 16X, is a bit different as well. Asus worked with Intel on a custom CPU package for the new Mobile Core i9, which integrates the memory. That makes it smaller and leaves more space for the GPU, and ostensibly enables the CPU to hit higher clock speeds. More space for the GPU can mean better cooling too, which in turn allows for more powerful chips or being able to run a given chip at a faster speed. Some of its laptops will also get an updated antimicrobial coating called, wait for it, Antimicrobial Plus, which essentially has an increased density of ionic silver, the particles which do the dirty work. And Asus plans to bring OLED options down to its VivoBook Go line. Samsung's OLED panels, which predominate in laptop screens, are designed with blue light suppression baked right in, and I've seen manufacturers find novel ways to show the effectiveness of blue light blocking. Asus decided to go with a custom-created bandpass filter. Brighter areas, when viewed through the filter, are the regions with more blue light getting through. You'll also see the company's dial, in one form or another, expanded to more laptops and with increased programmability. Bigger touchpads too, with more haptic clicks, though in order to increase the size in some cases they had to get rid of the extra buttons. And Asus's Creator Hub, which has been part of the software bundled with the ProArt models, lets you create custom launch profiles for applications like Photoshop and handle color management, and that'll be rolled out to the rest of the company's laptops as well. And all of this is just a fraction of Asus's announcements at the show. You can find our complete coverage of them on CNET.